Hello and welcome back to the AA Podcast. I'm your host, Aiden Hammond.
And I'm Aditya.
And today we've got actually a pretty decent slate of stuff.
Yep.
I can't read any of this.
Alright, it's my handwriting this time, so I'll introduce the topics. Starting off, we got Dwight Powell rupturing his Achilles. Rupturing his Achilles with I don't remember who they were playing that night.
I don't remember either, but he's the Mavericks starting center, which is a problem.
So he's out for the season. I guess this will lead us into our trade segment once we're done talking about the injury.
Yeah.
But they traded for Willie Cauley-Stein, which we'll get into in a minute.
Yeah.
But how do the Mavericks? How are they doing after this?
They still have Luka Doncic. I don't think anything's really changing
but
for them. They probably will lose a little bit of rebounding and a little bit of scoring, but
plus, I can't imagine. Well, no, I don't think they run Kristaps at the 5, even though he's 7'3".
That would be insane. He's a natural 4.
Yeah,
especially in today's league.
So yeah, I think their rebounding takes a bit of a hit, but I can't imagine they're suddenly out of playoff contention after losing Dwight Powell.
Well, let's go right into the trade segment.
Right, so they traded a second-round pick to the Warriors for Willie Cauley-Stein.
That feels insane.
Does it?
Willie Cauley-Stein is the
terrible.
starting center. He is not terrible.
He is horrible.
He's not terrible.
Willie Cauley-Stein is a terrible... Well, okay, yeah, he's not a good player.
Relax.
I can't say he's terrible because he's better than me.
Willie Cauley-Stein is good for like 12 and 7.
He's averaging 8 and 6.
That's basically 12 and 7.
Oh, yeah.
But Willie Cauley-Stein, if he's on, he can give you 12 and 7.
Yeah, if he's on, which is never. Like,
I guess what I'm saying is I think he's worth a little more than a second-round pick. That feels like kind of insane, right?
I think it's normal. Because you gotta remember, this Warriors team is absolutely dog shit. And he's averaging 7 and 6, or 8 and 6 as their starting center.
Yeah, that's a problem.
Like, Alec Burks is continuously dropping 30 points a game. And Willie Cauley-Stein's averaging 8.
Whoa. Are you dissing Alec Burks?
No, I'm saying he's putting up 30 points some nights with the Warriors. Like, he's had games where he's put, up 25 or 30 points a night.
Yeah.
Eric Pascal had that big stretch where he was putting up, 30. And Willie Cauley-Stein probably put up, 12 or something as a season high. He's not amazing.
Yeah, I don't know. He'll help them out a little bit.
Yeah, it's better than having no center.
Is he going to be their starting center? Who's their current backup right now?
Is it Maxey?
Boban? Oh, no. It's yeah. So do you think Maxi Kleber starts over?
Yeah, I don't
Willie?
see a reality where they.
Or do you think
Start
Boban
Willie.
gets more minutes?
Well, Boban physically can't get more minutes. The reason he doesn't play more is because he's too tired after 6 minutes, so he has to sit out for a bit.
Dude,
that's why his per 36 is insane. If he was on the court, he'd probably if he could physically be on the court, he'd probably play more. But he can't because he gets too tired.
If he could play,
he's 7'4".
If he could play 30 minutes a game, he'd be an all-star.
Well, I don't know about that.
I think I'm right.
He'd definitely be good. But now he only plays 15 and 20 minutes maybe.
Yeah. All right. What do we have next?
We trade segment where we're still on that.
More?
Yeah, there's actually a lot of stuff going on in the trade world right now.
Okay.
Pistons.
Oh, good Christ.
They're quote-unquote shopping Derrick Rose, but I guarantee there's not going to be any buyers because they want a first-round pick at least.
For Derrick Rose?
Which, even though he's a 20-point-per-game scorer...
The Pistons suck, though.
Yeah, and I can't imagine... Well, what I don't understand is a team like a lot of the teams that want Derrick Rose, the contenders, the Lakers and stuff. So why would you want...
I think that...
That's so loud.
Yeah. I think that they could extort the Lakers out of a first-round pick, because the Lakers probably need another scorer.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, the Lakers' first-round pick is going to be, 29th. You know? So it's why do you want that?
Or, 25th.
Well, they have the second best record in the league right now.
No, I know, but it's based on how you do in the playoffs, right?
No, lottery's just based on not lottery, the draft system is just based on your record. The first 14 teams which are in the lottery, that's based on percentages or whatever, but then after that it's all based on record.
I don't think that's right.
Yeah.
I think it's how you finish in the playoffs after that.
Mm-mm.
Because the Pacers got the 18th pick because they got swept last year, but they were a 5 seed.
Well, the 5 seed in the East was probably worse than a Western Conference team's record.
but that still doesn't make sense because I don't think the Pacers would have had like the third worst or the fourth worst record among playoff teams last year. Regular season.
I don't know much about the lottery odds because I don't. The draft odds, I don't really care about anything past like the first 10 or 15 picks.
But that's besides the point.
I don't know much about.
Would you trade Derrick Rose? He's not really doing anything for the Pistons. They're not winning.
They're not winning, but if you want someone that can score off the bench for you, you pick up Derrick Rose. You know, if you want more depth.
Would you trade a first rounder for him?
Depends on what my goals are. Because, like, trading a future first-round pick doesn't matter. Like, the Lakers, for example, they're trying to win now with LeBron. So trading a first-rounder from, like, 2022 or something, 2023, it doesn't matter too much. Plus, that first-round pick, I can't imagine they'd take a player and really keep them there. You know, they'd probably trade the pick for something anyway. So, it would
definitely give them, like, because the Clippers are already kind of on their heels and nobody's really playing.
Yeah. Paul George played, like, 20 games this season.
Yeah, so they're already, like, not the best team in Los Angeles right now.
The Lakers?
Yeah.
Technically they are.
By record, but come on. Like, we know that the Clippers are a better team.
The record says otherwise, Aiden. That's all I'm going to say.
You're giving me, like, the most shit-eating grin I've ever seen right now. The Clippers are a better basketball team, fully healthy.
Well, the problem is we haven't seen them play fully healthy yet. So
we've seen them play fully healthy against the Lakers once, and they beat them. And then we saw them play.
Have we seen them play together?
Yeah, like Christmas Day. Kawhi and PG.
I didn't know that. I thought they had someone out that day.
No. And even if they did, then that makes it more impressive. Like, Kawhi by himself is beating them because they're 2-0 against the Lakers this year. One of them was without Paul George. I mean, they are probably...
But to be fair, Paul George hasn't been super great in the games he's played.
Paul George is awful in the playoffs, too.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about, like, That was really loud. In the games he's played this season with the Clippers, he's been, like, all right. But he's not, like, Paul George that we expect him to be.
Yeah.
Which isn't great, but...
I feel so bad for him.
All right, next up for trades. Miami is interested in either trading for a Drew Holiday, DeMar DeRozan, or LaMarcus Aldridge.
We have known that. Miami's been trying to add somebody else to this team since the season started.
I still don't
First
think
it was supposed to be Chris Paul, then it was going to be Russell Westbrook.
Before he was traded, and then it was going to be...
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they should trade for DeMar or LaMarcus.
I don't think they should do anything to mess with the chemistry on this team unless they trade unless part of the trade would be to trade away Dion Waiters.
He played for like the first time in a while yesterday. He had a 14-5 or something, or 14-2. Kendrick Nunn. So yeah, he played for the first time in a while and he did okay. His first points were a 3-point and one, and he missed the free throw. So.
Oh, that's such a Dion Waiters play.
But he hit the 3, so.
But he missed the free throw.
Yeah, but that's the same as a regular and one. It's a 3.
I guess. All right. Eric Bledsoe?
Yeah, Bucks have reported they are willing to part ways with Eric Bledsoe because, I don't know, he's been like all right for them. They probably want something better, especially for the playoffs.
Oh, I saw something insane yesterday. I was at the Y, and one of the TVs was like playing High Noon, and I wasn't really watching it, and I was kind of reading the captions, and one of the questions was, do you think the Bucks can win 70 games?
It's a lot of games.
That's a lot of games. Okay, so we are at how many games have the Bucks played?
46, maybe.
The Bucks have played 46 games. They are 40-6 exactly. So they are on pace.
Lose 12, 13 games. So 70 wins is pretty realistic, actually. Assuming they don't.
That's insane.
Assuming they don't. If they keep playing at this level, which I doubt they will, they'll probably have a little slip up here or there where they lose like 2 or 3 games in a row.
Pacers are 30-16. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. The East is doing pretty well this year, actually. Yeah. Besides like the bottom 2 seeds, but other than that. Technically, with the way their record is right now, they can win 70 games.
They are on pace.
But it doesn't seem very likely.
Vamp for a second.
I don't know what he's searching up. But, Yeah, so technically they could, but I still don't really see it happening. I think an Eric Bledsoe trade would just be helpful because in the playoffs he's not great, and they need someone else. Like, they need that third player. Because Giannis does his thing, even except against Kawhi, I guess, last year. But Giannis usually does his thing. Chris Middleton's a good closer, but they need that point guard that can, like...
Yeah.
They basically need Eric Bledsoe to be what Malcolm Brogdon has been in the regular season this year. So, yeah.
That's not realistic at all.
Yeah, but, I mean, that's why they're trading him. What are you looking up?
Keep going.
I don't have anything else to say about
Go.
Can I move on to the next thing?
No.
I don't have anything else to say. What are you searching?
The 41 game mark.
Yeah.
So at the 41 game mark, they were 35-6. So they were on pace to win 70 games at that point. They're still on pace to win 70 games.
Yeah.
I don't think it's possible. Think because like even the Warriors
won
that Warriors team should have won 75. Because if you remember, they had like a bad loss against a terrible Lakers team in like a really close game against a Celtics team that wasn't awesome.
Mm-hmm. But that's it. You can't expect every team to play perfect every night, you know?
Yeah, I know, and that's why I'm saying that like they're already on pace to win 70 games. I think 67 or 68 is more realistic than 70.
I'd say 63. I think there's a few games where Giannis just takes a break.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, I don't know.
But the crazy thing about the Bucks is that they can sit Giannis for the last 20 minutes of a game and still be one of the best teams in the league. Yeah, exactly.
Without Giannis, they're just the Pacers, basically.
Without Giannis, I'd say they're like the 6th seed.
Yeah. Maybe the 5. I don't know. I think they are on pace or better than the Pacers without Giannis.
I wouldn't go that far.
They still have Bledsoe. They still have Lopez.
Brook Lopez has not been super great this season.
They still have Lopez's.
But Robin Lopez is ass.
What'd you say?
Robin Lopez is ass. And Brook Lopez, he hasn't been the splash mountain of last year. I can say that much. He's still solid, but please don't spill that. He's been solid, but he hasn't been as great as he was last season. And their bench depth isn't super there.
Dude, Dante DiVincenzo has been popping off.
Yeah, he's been solid, but
All-Star?
I wouldn't say that.
I think he's gonna be one of those snubs, dude.
Do you think talking?
Do you think Dante DiVincenzo should be an All-Star replacement?
Nope.
You don't think so?
Nope.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not in the slightest.
Nope.
Really?
Yep.
Why?
Because he's not an All-Star level player. Why are we having this conversation?
All right, up next.
Clippers are interested in Thaddeus Young. That's just kind of a brief thing. I don't know. He'd help their bench.
He would. Oh, God. Give Thaddeus Young a championship, please.
Aiden loves Thaddeus.
I love Thaddeus Young. If the Pacers won this year, which they won't, I want them to give Thaddeus Young the ring.
But he wasn't there for the entire season.
He was there for the build. But they're not going to win a championship. They're probably not going to get out of the first round.
Well, it depends on who they play. Right now, they're on pace to play the Sixers, who suck. So
I don't think it matters.
It matters.
I think the Pacers are chokers in the playoffs. When was the last time they got out of the first round?
Last year they didn't have Victor, so that's kind of not fair. And the year
before
before that they should have, but it was a shitty goaltending call, so that's also not fair. Goaltending no call.
You sound like such a Lakers fan right now.
Well, it's true.
Yeah. Okay.
And then I think that's all for the trades. I don't remember. That's all for the trade segment, though.
All right. Up next, let's talk about LeBron. Which I hate talking about LeBron because everybody likes to talk about LeBron.
I don't like LeBron.
You don't anymore?
I've never liked him. I'm not like a LeBron fan.
You've never liked LeBron, really?
No, he's destroyed every Eastern Conference team, and I'm a fan of multiple Eastern Conference teams.
Yeah,
I like the Bulls and the Pacers, so I have like a hatred for LeBron.
Yeah.
Well, not a hatred. I just don't like it.
So as of the day we're recording this, which is Saturday the 25th, LeBron has a game tonight.
Yep.
He is 17 points behind Kobe Bryant.
So if he scores 18, he passes.
So if he scores 18 points, he passes Kobe Bean Bryant.
Yep. But we also already, a lot of people already think LeBron's better than Kobe all time.
I think if you don't think that LeBron's better than Kobe all time, you're insane.
Well, yeah. So
I know that we don't talk about the GOAT, but that's not really a GOAT thing.
Yeah.
LeBron's just better than Kobe.
So yeah, it's cool, but it's also like we kind of knew already.
Yeah, but also like we know that Karl Malone isn't better than Michael Jordan, but he scored like 4,000 more points than him. So, So when people like bring up the all-time scoring list until like the greatest player of all time conversation, I'm like, yeah, but it's just points.
I mean, it's important, but it's not
important.
The
but like Karl Malone is not a top 10 all-time player.
Yeah.
I mean, right?
Yeah, that's fair. I wouldn't have him in mind, but that's not what this is about. We will not get into that.
Are Lakers gonna get all pissy at LeBron for passing Kobe, their hero?
Well, I mean, it's the Lakers, so I wouldn't be surprised if like, dude, this dude's winning us games, but he like, what? I don't know.
But he better than the Black Mamba.
I
That's
can't.
my impression of Lakers.
What was it? Wasn't it like a few years? Like no, last year, like they vandalized the LeBron mural or something for like no reason.
He doesn't deserve it. And I'm like, jeez.
It's like you guys got. I love if the Pacers got LeBron. You know, you can give him to us if you don't want him.
Yeah.
But that's all. I don't have much to say about this.
If you guys are gonna be little bitches about it. All right, up next, Larry Markkinen is injured. Who cares?
4 to 6 weeks with a pelvis sprain because he's been fucking too many people. That's all I got.
You really have to do that.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next, Buddy got benched because he sucks.
And then that next game, he dropped like 21 points in 23 minutes.
I think that there is equal blame here between him and Luke Walton.
But the thing is that Buddy Hield has still been a good player.
Yeah, but he is not worth that contract.
Well, we knew that when they gave it to him. That's not like a surprise.
But I don't know.
Luke Walton is the problem with the Kings because he's a terrible coach.
Yeah. And I'm going to reiterate this. I am not walking back a statement or anything, but I remember last year, and I still don't think that last year the Lakers being shit was fully on Luke Walton.
But it was mostly on Luke Walton.
It was not. What are you talking about?
Luke Walton is the one coach in the past decade that has stopped LeBron James from going to the playoffs.
LeBron James stopped LeBron James from going to the playoffs. No. Let's be honest. He got hurt. He did.
Yeah, that's not his fault. Yeah. But even when he came back, they still had a chance to make the playoffs.
And then he threatened to trade his entire team at the deadline. How is that Luke Walton's fault? That destroyed their chemistry.
I'm pretty sure that when he signed his contract, he was like, yeah, so all the young guys are going to get traded eventually.
Yeah, you're not a GM.
Yeah, but like he kind of is, though.
No, Michael Jordan didn't do that.
Yeah, but LeBron's done that since he came into the league.
Okay.
So he kind of is a GM. The reason GM memes are a thing is because...
But in what way is that Luke Walton's fault?
Well, I'm not saying that part specifically is, but the fact that he can't coach is his fault.
Fuck their team up.
Yeah, but also the fact that he can't coach.
Tell that to 39-4.
Yeah, with the Warriors.
That doesn't, the 2016 Warriors.
That doesn't count. Like, what? I could coach that Warriors team. What the fuck?
All right. Up next. What does that mean?
And that says Dame.
Oh, Dame's been really popping off.
Yeah.
But the Blazers still stuck.
Like the past 2 games, he had 61 and then 48 or something in the 40s. And he's been playing really well, but the Blazers suck because I don't know why.
Because they're bad.
They can't play defense. They'll put up 130 and let up 150. So it's like
they're the Hawks. They're the Hawks of the Western Conference, except they're a little better.
Yeah, because Dame's better, Melo's good, and
all right. Anything else?
No, but
Russ
has been playing really well, and Harden's been playing very bad.
Go Russ! Go Russ! I love Russell Westbrook.
I'm alright. I'm indifferent to Russell Westbrook. But he's been the past few games he's been putting up like 31, 9, and 8 on like 55% from the field. And you would think that when Russell Westbrook puts up those numbers next to James Harden, they'd be winning games. But that is not the case.
They're like 0-6 in their last.
No, they won like.
Or they're like 1-7 or 1-6 in their last. 7.
I think they're 3-7 in their last 10.
Oh,
but the reason for that is because James Harden has been shooting like 10% from the field.
So, why? Just stop shooting.
Dude, but he can't, like, he won't do it. That's what he's there for.
Yeah.
And, yeah. And it's just,
I don't think that James Harden's ever going to win a championship.
Yeah, I doubt it.
And I don't think Russell Westbrook's ever going to get one unless he goes somewhere else. Like unless
but even then, most teams
unless he wins like a David West championship where he goes somewhere when he's like 38 and then just like puts up like 10-6 off the bench.
Yeah.
And like has like one 40-point game in the playoffs and everybody's like vintage Russ or something like that.
So what they did with Derrick Rose last season.
Basically, except he'll do it in the playoffs.
Okay.
Yeah.
But like Russ isn't known for being a great playoff performer. Like
no, I know, but neither was David West.
Yeah, but he's always just
like here's what I'm saying. He's gonna be like one of those vets that is like past his prime. He'll go to like a young team. They'll get a chance. This is how he gets a championship. He goes to like the Grizzlies or the Hawks or something when he's like 38. You know, Ja Morant, Trey J, and then like I don't know, a couple other young guys, and then it's like Russell Westbrook off the bench, and they win a championship. That's how I see it.
Vince Carter hoped for the Hawks.
Yeah.
But didn't happen because they're the second worst team in the league by record right now.
I hope he gets traded. Can they just trade him somewhere? Trade him to the Pacers.
But we're not going to win a ring this year.
We're not, but I mean, it would be better than just sitting in Atlanta.
That's well, yeah.
And just wasting your talent.
Oh, the talent that he had.
43-year-old Vince Carter, baby.
All right.
I want him to come back for one more year. I know I said that last year.
He already said this is his last year.
Yeah, but I think he can be convinced to go back. No, I'm serious. I think if Toronto gave him like $5 million, he'd do it.
Maybe.
If Toronto just threw a bag at him and
I think
like,
the reason he came back for this season is because he wanted to be the first player to play in 4 decades. I think that was the main incentive for that season. I don't see him coming back because he already announced this.
I think that if let's say the Raptors make a trade. They trade for Giannis.
Oh yeah. So they just pull that one off real quick.
Yeah, they just pull that one off. I think they could convince Vince Carter to be like, "Hey, dude, come out one more ride." Dude, did you see that tweet? And it was like, Vince Carter has never been in a finals, and somebody retweeted it and was like, "Dude's just been running and dunking his whole career."
No. I didn't see that
it's like one of those you had to see it sort of things, like, you know. So anyway, let's talk about Zion Williamson, baby. Yeah. I love Zion Williamson, and I hate everybody that is annoyed by Zion getting attention because he is the most exciting rookie since Blake Griffin. Period.
Yeah, that's fair.
Like, he's a living, breathing highlight reel.
I didn't watch him at all in college, and I watched one of his 2 NBA games, and I watched like one of his preseason games. So I can't speak too much on this topic, but
Okay, here's something that I don't like.
Let's hear it.
The sports media is supposed to report on people that people are going to care about, right? People care about Zion Williamson because he's really fucking good. And then when the sports media decides to report on him, everybody's like, "Stop! I don't want to see anything about Zion." Clearly, everybody wants to see stuff about Zion.
Well,
who doesn't?
I think the biggest thing is that, like that game where he had like 22 points, and he was like all that was talked about.
But it wasn't. I saw a post from like each sports page I follow, which is probably like 10.
That's a lot.
From each sports page, though.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying 10 pages is a lot to follow.
Oh, yeah. But maybe it was more like 8. And then I saw like he had a couple big highlights, and a couple of them posted it. I saw like maybe 15 Zion posts the next day. They were from like 8 different places. Each of them posted like one or two.
There was a page that I followed that literally posted his first assist, which if you didn't see it was a straight pass to a cutting player.
To Brandon Ingram?
I think probably.
That was smooth though.
It's a basic pass, and they were like, "Dude, Zion's first career assist, fire emoji, fire emoji." They did
that stuff with Lonzo Ball, and he's not even good.
Yeah, so, but it was annoying.
They're doing it with Zion now, and he's actually fun to watch.
But yeah, against the Nuggets, he had 15-6. Yeah, but Lonzo was...
How much they posted about him?
Lonzo was just like talked up a bunch, too.
They posted every Summer League game he played in his stat line. You remember that?
That's what they did with Zion, too.
But he only played in like 2 Summer League games, so nobody cared. I don't know. I'm excited that Zion's here. He's not like...
Yeah, it'll be fun.
I get that the sports media posts a lot about him, and that can be annoying a little bit. because I've been on the other side of that with a player I don't like, LeBron getting a bunch of stuff, getting his dick sucked.
Which he still does.
Which he still does. But I don't see anybody complaining about that.
Yeah, I saw like 3 posts about Dame dropping 61 and then like 10 posts about LeBron.
Like LeBron like being mad that the Nets didn't have any chalk for him to toss, and I was like, guys,
yeah.
we don't need to talk about this.
Yeah. But I mean, yeah, it's kind of annoying, but I understand why, because they just want to make money off of it. And
yeah,
they know
and
Zion sells.
You know, they've been going crazy on Ja Morant, and he's been like one of the only really exciting rookies this year.
And Kendrick Nunn.
Kendrick Nunn and Tyler Hero to a lesser extent, though. Yeah. But like, Ja Morant's got like superstar.
One thing that I'm like kind of triggered about though is that there's this thing on, like, I just watched like the YouTube first take clips that they put up. They literally had a debate about whether Zion could still win Rookie of the Year. And like
okay, if Joel Embiid playing 31 games but making the most out of those 31 games, being very good, if that doesn't win Rookie of the Year, this shouldn't win Rookie of the Year.
Exactly.
Because he's gonna play it probably about, if he plays every game from
played
here on
every
out,
game right so far this season. And
he
might have missed like 1 or 2.
He missed like 3 weeks, I think, total.
Oh really?
Yeah, because I think he missed like 1 or 2, and then he's missed a couple games here and there.
Okay. But he's also still got his team in the playoffs.
He's missed like at least a week though.
He's got the Grizzlies in the playoffs after they had the second pick. Ja
Morant is probably, I would assume he's going to play at least 65 games, probably more like 70.
Yeah.
And Zion Williamson can play like at most like
40, not even 40.
No, it's 38.
Yeah.
He can play at most 38 games, counting the games he's already played.
And that's assuming he doesn't sit out any more games.
Which he probably will when they're out of the playoffs and like...
They want to keep... Because he's only playing like 20 minutes a game now.
Yeah.
So it's like...
Did you see a controversy? So I didn't watch... I watched a little bit of the game. Like, I didn't watch any of him popping off in the fourth quarter.
I stayed up till 12:30 watching that game.
Why?
Because I wanted to watch it.
So I saw his first bucket. It was like, he got like an offensive rebound and put it back up. It was like, fine. He was like the dad at the Y that's not very athletic. And he just like, but he gets like 10 rebounds and like 4 points or something. Mm-hmm. That's what that play looked like. And I was like, okay, I saw it. I can go night-night now.
Yeah.
But he popped off in the fourth quarter.
That's a bit misconstrued by the
He scored 17 points in like 2.5 minutes.
I get that. My whole thing is people are like, Zion's hitting threes now, but they were literally all wide open. No defense.
And he was never not hitting threes in college. Like, I think he was like a 35% shooter in college. He just only took like 40.
But he basically, the Spurs guarded him like he was Ben Simmons, so he shot the ball and made them.
That is already, but that's promising because
I mean, it's
the
good.
biggest critique of Zion's game was people weren't really sure if he had a great jump shot.
Yeah,
and his mechanics are a little weird.
And the fact that he can like bust through a shoe or whatever.
Yeah, but it's clunky. His mechanics are a little weird.
But that's, I mean, he's massive.
But that's expected because he's like a linebacker playing basketball. Yeah, he shoots like how a football player shoots.
Like when they do those celebrations where they take a step back three,
and then they're like.
You can't see his jumper.
Yeah, I'm doing like
it's
bad.
Lonzo. Yeah, it's bad. But yeah, I mean, it was good.
4 threes.
It was good, but people acted like he just dunked over everyone.
4 of 4 is 4 of 4. Like,
yeah, but I can do that at the Y if I'm wide open.
I know, but what I'm saying is that, but you're also a shooter. Like Zion.
Yeah, but
I think Zion took 53s in college, or like I think he took like even like 38. He made like 12 of them.
I don't know. I don't
know his 3-point numbers. All I know is that he was like around a 30 to 35% 3-point shooter,
which is still solid for someone his
took
size.
Very few of them.
Yeah.
Holy shit! That block last night.
I don't know where that came from because like the whole first game he looked super like unathletic. He looked like his knee was still like not super comfortable.
Oh yeah.
And then this next game he just jumps up like 50 feet, swats it out. It was crazy.
Well, that's the thing is that. The most overlooked part of his game in college, it seemed, was like his defense. Like everybody was like, he can break through, he can get crazy dunks, like he'll take it coast to coast, and like.
But there was always all those highlights of him jumping like and blocking shit into the stands all the time.
They were, but it was like he's like a good defender. Like I think he averaged like a steal and a block a game in college. Like
I wouldn't know.
Like the highlight blocks are one thing, but actually being like a competent, like for example, Jared Allen. Jared Allen's got a lot of highlight reel blocks, but
he also just jumps at every shot and gets posted.
Yeah, exactly. He's not exactly the best defender. Zion Williamson is actually
still a good defender.
Yeah, he's fine. Zion Williamson is actually a competent defender, and he's a highlight.
So is Jared Allen. I'd say he's a competent defender.
Zion's a good defender. Pretty good defender. He's got highlight reel blocks. I'm so excited. He's so awesome. I love that dude. I missed the Pelicans game last night.
I didn't watch any games last night because I was at work.
I didn't either. But I missed the Pelicans game because I was like, oh yeah, the Pelicans are playing, and I was gonna turn it on. That was the other thing, is that Zion may have saved the Pelicans.
Well, yeah, what was it? His debut game, they had a full house.
They had a full house.
The first time they sold more than they did.
They've had a full house in probably 2 years.
I don't know if you saw that picture that they put up. There was on Instagram. It was they took a picture from the top of the Pelicans arena, what was going on in front of the stadium, and then the people inside of it. And it was Anthony Davis's debut, and then Zion's debut, and there's so many more people for Zion.
Well, and that's the other thing is Anthony Davis. Very, very good. Very good in college. First overall pick. Not exactly the fucking jumping up, dunking,
he's not
crazy, athletic, flashy highlight machine that Zion Williamson is. I've said it 5,000 times. Zion Williamson, and I will continue to say it, Zion Williamson is a highlight machine. He has...
Do you think he can be the next human highlight reel? Like Dominique Wilkins? I don't know.
I think, yeah.
Okay.
I think he's got, I don't know, this is insane to say. I don't think he's going to be better than LeBron, because I don't think I'm ever going to see a player better than LeBron. I probably will, but I'm going to be a grandpa and not accept it, and be Oscar Robertson is the best I've ever seen. Did I tell you the time my grandparents did that? I was I was 10 years old, and I was just getting into the 2K games, and in 2K11, Michael Jordan is a fucking god.
Well, he's a god in every 2K.
Well, yeah, because he's Michael Jordan. But yeah. I was super on the Michael Jordan train, and I was telling them about how I thought Michael Jordan was the great. This was in probably 2012 or 13. I was telling them about how I thought Michael Jordan was the greatest of all time, and they were like, "Yeah, have you ever heard of the Big O?" He's the only guy to ever average a triple-double for a season.
And then Russell Westbrook did it 3 times.
And then Russell Westbrook did it 3 straight times, and nobody cares anymore.
Yeah.
But I was yeah, but Michael Jordan won 6 rings, and they were Oscar Robertson won 1, and he, triple-double. And I was guys, even my dad, nobody thinks Oscar Robertson is the GOAT. Are you serious?
Well, at least 2 people that do. Your grandparents.
Yeah. Oscar Robertson. But anyway, I think that Zion, if his career plays out like I hope it does, I think he's got the best potential for highlights.
I am a little worried about his knees, though.
I'm actually really worried about him, period. I just got when I was watching that game, I had a sinking feeling in my stomach the whole game. I was I think his career might be cursed, because he's
285,
the most highly touted player in the history. I'll say it. I'd say he's probably he's definitely the most hyped player I've seen. I remember the Andrew Wiggins hype. That is nothing compared to the Zion.
For sure. You also gotta remember, LeBron was also called the king as a sophomore in high school.
He was, and I wasn't really alive for that. So I
was 1 year old.
So that's why I'm saying.
I wasn't born in 2001. 2000.
I mean, he came into the league in 2003. He would have been a senior in high school when we were born. So it was a sophomore in high school.
He would have been
in 2000.
So 2000, yeah. I wasn't alive then either.
So LeBron was getting called a king and a god because he was he was a god amongst men.
Well, to be fair, he also was playing against seniors in high school, and then the next season putting up 20 in the NBA. So it kind of makes sense.
He was putting up 40 and 15 in high school. It was nothing for him.
It was what Michael Porter Jr. did in high school.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about Zion that I feel something's going to go horribly wrong, and I really don't.
Well, it's because he's already been injured 3 times before his first NBA game.
Yeah, I think that the Pelicans are gonna be look, dude, we're gonna get you on a diet. Even though I don't think he's fat,
He gained, wasn't like a report that
he gained 8 pounds of muscle.
Yeah, 8 pounds of muscle each week for like a while.
Each week? I thought it was just pure.
No, each week.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
he's 285, dude. That doesn't just happen.
No, it doesn't. And that's the other thing is like he is built. He's built like a tank.
Player.
He's built like he looks like Hold on, let me just pull up a picture real quick.
I don't know what the picture is, but Actually, I was gonna say something. I am a little bit worried about his knees, and I remember in the Spurs game. I know you didn't watch it, but you might have seen it on Instagram or something, where Alvin Gentry was arguing with the medical staff.
I didn't watch the whole thing.
Well, that's what I mean. Like later in the game, Alvin Gentry was like arguing with the medical staff because they wanted to take him out, and Alvin Gentry convinced him to keep him in for like 3 or 4 more minutes. But I mean, that's bad, you know. The medical staff was like urging him to take Zion out, and he just wasn't. And then eventually he did take him out because, yeah. I don't know what you're looking at.
I just googled Lawrence Taylor shirtless.
Oh, dude, that's my school computer, dude.
Because I want you to see.
I don't want to see.
Okay,
this.
Look at this dude. Look at this dude. He's not. But look at how huge he is. He is enormous.
I care more that you just searched up Lawrence Taylor shirtless on my school computer. I'm logged into my account on there. Stop it.
Okay, so Zion Williamson, weight. So I think he's 285.
284.
284. Sorry.
284.
You remember that? And for comparison, LeBron's 250, Giannis is 242. KD, it says he's 242, but he's like 200 maybe.
Well,
KD was 185, I think, when he entered, or 190 when he entered the league, right?
Brandon Ingram's like 180 right now.
Or Brandon Ingram's 190.
190.
That's what it is. So for comparison, Zion Williamson is
he's the third heaviest player in the league, right?
Yeah. Zion Williamson is 34 and 42 pounds higher than the 2 MVP frontrunners, LeBron and Giannis.
Yeah. And the only 2 players that are heavier than him are the 2 players that are like 7'5", right?
Yeah.
If I'm not wrong. Taco and Boban.
Luka Doncic, 230. So
he lost a lot of weight in the offseason. Fat in the offseason.
Zion Williamson is considerably... Zion Williamson, I think his ideal playing weight is like 265 or 270.
Yeah.
He retains his athleticism.
The problem is he can't... I think at this point his body is mainly muscle. So I don't see him losing too much weight without cutting that muscle off too, which is not ideal.
But here's the thing. He can keep his body type and still lose like 15 or 20 pounds of muscle.
That's a lot.
It's a lot, but it's doable. Like, he doesn't have to have, like, cannon arms.
Yeah, but that's kind of like the thing that makes him so cool.
Well, but, I mean, he's still, like, the only thing that really matters for him are his legs.
Yeah.
Well,
could you imagine if he just had really thick legs and then, like, twig arms? Imagine him
but he doesn't even have, like, huge legs. Like, he's got cannon arms and, like, a huge chest, but he doesn't have, like, enormous legs, right?
Well, which is also... his legs, compared to the rest of his body, it's pretty normal. But the rest of his body is also, like, massive. So, which is another problem with his knees, is because he doesn't have too much supporting his weight.
Okay, so here's Zion's...
His legs are pretty hefty. I think.
Okay, so here's a picture of him at Duke last year.
Well, he also gained a lot of muscle since Duke.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just...
Okay, here's a game against the Bulls in the Summer League. His legs aren't huge. I mean, in comparison to his... I mean, look at his arms.
Yeah. You guys can't see this stuff. We're on Google Images.
They're huge.
Yeah.
His, like, bicep is probably twice the size of his, like, whatever this is.
Calf?
His calf.
How do you not know what the calf is, dude?
Dude, I'm not a doctor.
You don't have to be a doctor.
I'm not a leg doctor. God.
No, but, yeah, he's thick. But I also think in New Orleans, his weight's not going anywhere but up.
People aren't giving him... Zion Williamson has never been, like... People like
Imagine
to say...
Joel Embiid in New Orleans.
Joel Embiid would die.
Yeah.
But, like, there haven't been any reports of Zion just not being able to control his eating. Like, that kind of came out of nowhere. He's just...
It's just a meme because he's very
Because he's 285 pounds of pure muscle, and the general public can't understand how that's even possible. Like,
wait, what? I'm 10 pounds of muscle. What?
Let's see what comes up when I search Zion Williamson big wiener.
No, we're not.
Zion Williamson. I'm looking up BMI.
Okay.
Let's see if anything comes up.
You've talked about Zion a lot. We have one more major topic to cover still.
Zion Williamson. Oh, fuck off. MCCSC, suck my dick.
This is
okay. This indicates a body mass of 32. Which is considered obese.
Yeah, that is considered obese. The BMI test is also completely flawed.
Yeah,
according to the BMI test, I'm massively obese, which I can confirm I am not.
Yeah. Yeah. I think Charles Barkley put it best when he said, quote, Zion Williamson isn't fat, but he needs to lose weight.
Well, yeah, that's what everyone thinks.
He's a little bit of a chonk, but not with fat, with muscle.
Yeah, which is still not great.
All right, Zion Williamson plays again tomorrow. I will probably watch some of him play.
I will not be able to.
Why not?
Because I work.
I don't think he plays until. Don't you get off at 7 or 8?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Then I'll watch some of it probably. But we still have one more big topic to discuss.
Okay, so
well,
the All-Star starters were announced this week.
Yes.
And to my dismay,
to your dismay,
Alex Caruso and Taco Fall are not All-Star starters. Just kidding. Fuck that. That's so stupid.
You're going to have to be a little louder. I don't think the mic is picking everything up.
So, the All-Star starters for the East. Giannis Antetokounmpo. He's the captain.
Yep.
In the West, LeBron James is the captain.
Yep.
Joel Embiid is the center.
This is the East.
Yeah. Pascal Siakam is the forward. Kemba is the point guard. Trey's the shooting guard. Actually...
It's just the guard spots.
Yeah, the 3 forward spots are Giannis, Joel, and Pascal, and the 2 guards are Kemba and Trey.
Yeah.
Then in the West, LeBron's the captain. Duh. Kawhi and Anthony Davis are the other forwards, and then Luka and Harden are guards. So.
I mean, that's basically what everyone expected.
Yeah.
Some people might have had Bradley Beal over Kemba, but even that's not that's a debatable topic.
So. What position has Jimmy Butler been playing this year?
Small forward.
Guard or small forward? Okay. So, I'll say it. I don't really... Because he's so good, and he's the future, and he's an all-star.
Jimmy Butler's the future?
No, I don't think that you can put a guy whose team has won 9 games as an all-star starter. I don't care if he's averaging 40.
Well, I would care if he's averaging 40.
But he's not. He's also not. He's
he's
averaging like 29 and 8, which is insane.
29, 8, and 5.5. Last time I checked.
He's insane. He's very good at basketball.
Mm-hmm.
He's an all-star.
Well, the guard spot in the East is also weak. The next possible one is Bradley Beal. His team's not much better.
Yeah.
And they played better while he was out too, which hurt.
Yeah.
But that's also because Jordan McRae popped off.
I don't even know who that is.
Exactly.
Maybe it wasn't Jordan McRae. Maybe it was someone else. So,
the thing about the Celtics have dropped off in the rankings the past 2 or 3 games. That's also because the 2 through 4 seed have 30 wins.
Yeah. So the East has a few guys who are maybe kind of questionable. So Joel Embiid, I don't think he's questionable. I think he's very good.
Yeah.
And I think he's had a very good year, but he also has not played in 10 games now.
That hasn't been 10.
I think it has been.
No.
Since he broke his fingy?
It's been a week. Or 2 weeks.
I think you're wrong. Basketball reference.
Plus, I don't know what the point of... I know you vote him in, but you're going to have to replace him anyway, because he's not going to be healthy for the All-Star game, I don't think.
No, he's definitely not.
So, yeah.
So the Sixers have played 46 games.
I know it hasn't been 10 games that he's missed.
Yeah, Joel Embiid's played 31 games out of 46. He's missed 15 games.
Yeah, but that's not all from this injury. He's been missing games. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't think it's been 10. It might have been, maybe I'm just bad at counting, but I don't think it's been 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's missed 8 games. He got injured. So the 6th was the last time he played.
Okay. So close to 10.
Yeah. And then a few... I don't know about you. I just completely forgot about Pascal Siakam.
Well, it's because at this point it's just normal what he's doing. And the Raptors are still very good.
Yeah.
So it makes sense to me. I understand why.
Yeah. And in the West, Anthony Davis, duh. Luka Doncic, duh. James Harden,
yeah,
duh. I mean, that's not as much of a duh because he's kind of sucked recently. But he's
that's
still
the
been
past
good
few
for like 4
All-Star
games.
voting's been going on for a while, and it's just been like this past 2 or 3 games where he's been kind of bad.
And then LeBron James, captain, duh. Even though I don't really, I mean, I don't know. How many votes did he beat Luka by? Like, was it a landslide?
I don't have the exact number of votes. They were both number 1 in their respective groups, but I don't have the exact voting numbers pulled up. Yeah. But I do know fan voting, I think he was up by like a few thousand maybe. And then, I think it was mainly the media and player.
And then Kawhi Leonard is the other kind of questionable one for the
Because he's missed a bunch of games.
Because he doesn't play.
Yeah.
Ooh, that was loud.
You know, it'd be really funny if Kawhi said he was resting for the All-Star game.
If he load managed the All-Star game, and they're like, Kawhi.
That's really loud.
Yeah. There have been guys in the past who have played like 3 minutes, and he's like, yeah, I just don't want to risk it.
Then Jokic would sub in, I guess. Dude, you gotta stop doing that. It's so loud.
Oopsie. What's the other one that?
What I don't like is that Paul George is 5th in the Western front court, and he has not.
Because he plays in LA.
I know, but he hasn't been playing well at all in the game. In
so
like the 5
Alex
games
Caruso
he's played,
is good enough to be the 4th in guards. Are you insane?
He's not the 4th in guards.
He was.
He's not top 10 in guards. I have it pulled up. He's not even top 10 in guards right now, because of the media and player vote.
Oh, this includes media.
Yeah. That's like the total of everything. But what I'm saying is Paul George is 4th in front court, and he has not been very great this season, which is kind of ridiculous.
I think if you get injured, like if you have a season-ending injury or an injury that's going to put you back out past the All-Star game, you should just be taken off All-Star voting. Like, you should not be able...
The problem with that is if it happens while voting's going on, then a lot of votes have just been wasted.
Or just don't tally the votes for Steph Curry. Because he's obviously not... He's played like 3 games this year.
And he was not good in them.
He wasn't.
But again, he's just... There's a lot of just memes.
I hate memes.
I don't.
I
love me some good old memes.
I'll say it. I hate them. I hate them and I want them to get shot.
Okay. I like memes. But, so let's see, oh, I gotta sneeze. Never mind, it's not, I don't have to sneeze.
Man, I'm sorry, I hate that.
But, so what, Eastern Conference front court, after the starters, 4 through 10 is Jimmy Butler, Jason Tatum, Bam Adebayo, Domantas Sabonis, Andre Drummond, Taco Fall, and Chris Middleton. Taco Fall was 7th in media ranking.
What?
Yeah, for vote. He was 6th in fan vote, 21 in player vote, 7th in media vote. So...
No fucking way.
I'm not kidding. He's there. That's why he's on the list. So Taco Fall might be an all-star. The memes have prevailed. You should see the look on his face.
That is not okay. You should absolutely not make it over Chris Middleton.
Well, I think that's right now, yeah. I don't think they would let that happen. Because remember, like, Zaza almost made the All-Star game, and then they were like, nope. Got my phone back?
This is so fucking stupid.
Got my phone back. Yeah.
Taco, I love you. You seem like a good dude. Stop. Retire. So that you...
No, don't retire.
Don't have to be an so we don't have to see... Oh my god.
And then the Eastern Conference guards after Kemba and Trae Young.
Can you imagine if Dame got left out of the All-Star game and Taco got in?
Well, that wouldn't make sense because Dame.
No. Like if Taco Fall was in the West and he got in.
Oh. You know what's great? Kyrie Irving is third in All-Star voting for guards in the East.
He should absolutely not be an All-Star.
He hasn't. I don't think he's played enough games to be an All-Star. And in the games he's played in, he's been kind of cancerous to the team. So
yeah, he's kind of just like that though.
But then I guess it's not much better. Derrick Rose, Kyle Lowry, Zach LaVine, Ben Simmons, Bradley Beal was 8th. Bradley Beal was behind all those guys I just listed.
Is Malcolm Brogdon on there?
No.
He's also missed kind of a lot of time. But
and then Jaylen Brown and Spencer
Dinwiddie. I feel like he should be a fringe kind of guy. Like maybe 10th. I don't know.
All that I'm realizing from this is that media vote's bullshit. Yeah. Ben Simmons was 3rd.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Kyle Lowry was 4th.
Give me a media vote. Give the DT and I each
yeah, we'll take
vote.
Media votes. Please. We can do better than whoever's voting for these.
Yeah, Jesus Christ.
All right, and then in the West, the front court guys behind LeBron, AD, and Kawhi are Jokic 4, Paul George 5, Melo 6th, Brandon Ingram 7th, Kristaps 8th, Rudy Gobert 9th, and Karl Anthony Towns 10th.
Did you just say Melo?
Yeah.
I'm gonna kill somebody.
He was 6th in fans, 7th in player, and 8th in media. But Melo's also been playing pretty well this season.
What?
Yeah. I'll move on to the front East.
In media?
Yes.
Who the fuck are these people?
Well, he was 7th in player, so it's not that.
Yeah, but that's a respect thing. I mean.
And then while he's doing, I guess
he's averaging 16 and 6. Those are not all-star numbers.
Yeah, they're not. But yeah, I don't know. Moving on to the Western Conference guards after Luka and James Harden, which I thought Luka played small forward. I'm gonna be honest. But the Mavericks are kind of like
he's like a gelatinous moob. I don't know what that is.
Okay.
He doesn't do any. He doesn't have a set position.
Yeah. Okay. The Western Conference guards are Dame, Russ, Donovan Mitchell, Devin Booker, Ja, Chris Paul, D'Lo, and Steph Curry. Steph Curry was 4th in media vote.
No.
It says it.
I'm gonna.
Which doesn't make sense. I don't know. Media vote's kind of bullshit.
Okay, Kristaps should not make it. Carmelo shouldn't make it.
Well, I think Kristaps is going to make it because the Mavs are good.
Rudy Gobert. Okay. Jokic should make it, obviously.
Yeah.
And then after that, it's a toss-up. How many other forward spots are there?
I don't know off the top.
Probably 3 or 4?
I'm blanking on this.
So
right
I'd put in Rudy Gobert, Brandon Ingram, Karl Anthony Towns, and Paul George.
Yeah, out of the players there, that's probably the best you can do.
And then for the guards, I'd put in Lillard, Westbrook, Mitchell, and Chris Paul. Because I think you got to have somebody from OKC.
Yeah. I think... Hey, let me see. Oh, fuck. I think that there's going to be some serious debate about Mitchell and Devin Booker. Because Devin Booker
should not be an all-star.
Yeah, I agree too, but he's been playing pretty well. Like, really well.
He has, but the Suns are still bad.
Yeah, they're better than last year.
Didn't they win like 15 games last year?
Yeah, and they're better. At least they're on pace to be better.
What if they just didn't win a single game?
Wait, no, they've won more than 15.
Yeah, they've won like 18.
Yeah.
Like, we still won more than last year. It's like, well...
Yeah, they're 19 and 26. They're the 10 seed. They're like 3 games back from the playoffs. But, I mean, yeah, I don't have much else to say about that. I hope Taco makes
Take away everybody's media vote, and let's sort this the fuck out.
Or give me a media vote.
Give me and Aditya an...
I'll take a media vote. NBA, if you're watching this, which I know you guys are, hit me up with a media vote. Hit Aiden up with a media vote. Yeah. ESPN, hire us, and we'll be rolling. Yeah.
All right, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up there.
Yeah.
Subscribe, comment, tell us why we're stupid dumb idiots. It should die.
That's aggressive.
Yeah.
I don't want to die. So don't tell us that part.
Yeah.
But other than that, comment below your opinions or whatever. And, yeah, we'll see you guys later.
All right. Bye.